Hello everyone, welcome back to Chelsea W6 for my preview into the Swansea versus Chelsea game this Saturday at Liberty Stadium. Now there are three things I'm going to cover with you today. Number one, the opposition Swansea. Number two, Conte's press conference. And number three, the predicted lineup. My predicted lineup and the lineup that I think Conte will go with. Now, let's go over the opposition, Swansea. Last time we faced them, they were 19th in the league after 13 games. They had 9 points and were sitting 1 point above bottom in the league, Crystal Palace, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's correct. They also at the time had the least amount of goals scored. Now they are 17th in the league. They are 4 points above relegation behind Southampton. And to be honest, it's not looking too well for them because their last win was recorded on March the 3rd against West Ham United, where they won 4-1. And since then, they've drawn 3 times and lost twice, including the 5-0 loss to Man City in their last game. And still to this date, they have scored the least amount of goals in the 34 games they've played, which is 27. That is the same amount as Huddersfield, who are sitting 2 points above them right now. Another bad factor for them is that Arloni Tammy Abraham is their second best goal scorer, sitting with 8 goals, just behind Jordan Ayew with 11 goals this season. Their last game, they played a 5-4-1 formation. Whether or not they will use that formation remains to be seen. Now to Conte's press conference. He was first asked if there was any new injury updates, and he stated that there was no fresh injuries. So what you know is basically Alonso is suspended and Ampadu has an ankle injury, and they're both ruled out. Then he talked about Swansea, who are fighting for relegation, of course, and he stated that out of the last 5 home games, they won 4 and drew 1. So it's not going to be an easy game against them. When asked whether achieving top 4 is realistic and playing before Tottenham is an advantage, he stated that we're 5 points behind Tottenham, so they have the upper hand, they're the ones who have the advantage. And playing before Tottenham can allow us to put pressure on them, so we need to win against Swansea. And then he was asked about David Luiz, and Conte was a bit unsure on that end. He said there was an improvement on the knee injury and that David aims to be back by the end of the season. Then he was asked about Cahill, and Conte stated that he is an important player to both Chelsea and England, and he's been playing well over these last couple of games. And with regards to Christensen, it is an important season for him, but this is the first season for him that's ever faced this type of pressure. And his last question was about Tammy Abraham, and Conte stated that being at Swansea is an important experience for him and his development, even if he's not playing every game. And Abraham is an important player for the future, but we'll assess that at the end of the season. Now on to the last part of the video, where I basically discussed to you guys my predicted lineup. Now, I think there are a couple of players we should rest and some we should definitely play, so I'm going to go over that first before giving you my actual predicted lineup. I think Caballero should basically start in goal. He played very well against Southampton. He hasn't played much in the Premier League, and I don't expect him to feature against Liverpool next week, so I think he should be in goal. I think Christensen should play. It's been 3 games that he hasn't. And, unless there's an injury, I just don't see what's the reason for him being on the bench. Yeah, okay, maybe he has a lot of pressure, as Conte said in his press conference, but I don't think that's much of an excuse, especially in a game against Swansea. Then I think the third player that should play is also Giroud. He hasn't had a lot of chances to start this season, and with Liverpool next week, my guess is Morata is going to start that game. So giving Giroud that opportunity to play this game would be good. Then there's 2 players I think we should rest. Number 1, Eden Hazard. Now, I think next week, as I said, there's a big game against Liverpool, and, well, put it this way, you need him to be on his top form. You need to make sure that he's not injured in the game against Swansea. And these days he tends to perform better either in the first half or the second half. He's not a consistent player, and I want to make sure that maybe he's ready for Liverpool in that sense, and maybe bring on Pedro and have Hazard as an impact sub. As for the second player, I think Fabregas should be rested. He's not as fast as before, and down, so I want, like Hazard, for him to be on his top form. So having someone like Barkley come in that area, use him as a playmaker role, could be possibly better, could bring out the best of his abilities, especially since we haven't seen him play a lot. So onto my actual predicted lineup. And when you have a team like Swansea, who basically might go for a 5-4-1 formation, I think the 4-2-4 formation might be better attacking wise. And yeah, but I think Conte is basically going to go with a 3-4-3. So I'm going to give you the players I think should be playing against Swansea. So those are Caballero in goal, Azpilicueta with Cahill and Christensen in defence, Moses, Kante, Barkley and Emerson in midfield, and then up front, Willian, Pedro and Giroud. As for who I think Conte will go with, I think he will go with Courtois in goal, Azpilicueta, Cahill and Rudiger in defence, Moses, Kante, Fabregas and Emerson in midfield, and then up in attack, Pedro, Hazard and Giroud. And yeah, from here, that's all from me. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. We would massively appreciate it if you did. And please press that bell notification button. With YouTube these days, they do not notify you of all the videos we upload if you just subscribe. So pressing that bell notification button will allow you to know about all the videos we upload. And yeah, from here, I guess I will catch you guys later. Ciao.
I hope you enjoyed the program. Don't forget to subscribe to Chelsea SW6. And if you're interested, please take a look at my website. That's www.paulcannavillefoundation.com. Hey, look forward to seeing you at the bridge. Catch up.